Hey guys, I want to welcome you again to another Kogen Sunday Service. You know, it is both a joy and just a great opportunity that I have each week to be able to reach out to you, thanking you for your support, thanking you for watching these videos, thanking you for being part of our Kogen community and beyond. You know, as we get going, we always want to thank Kogen Self-Defense Academy for making these videos possible, for posting them up on social media and letting people know that there is encouragement, that there is hope, that even in these hard times, that there are anchors that we can use to just make sure that we stay where we need to. So want to throw just a thank you and a huge thanks to Rob, Bowie, and Matt for all of their support and all that they're doing right now to keep our community together. As we do each week, I want to thank you for joining us for spiritual defense. Spiritual defense has three parts. It is to defend ourselves from anxiety, from fear, and from depression. It is to disarm those powers of darkness, those powers that tell lies, that aren't things that aren't true. And then it's to defeat those powers and walk in freedom and in victory. Today, I want to talk to you about an opponent that all of us have fought before. You know, there's always that one person in the academy that you kind of just have a little bit of dread. You kind of have just a little bit of apprehension as you face, knowing that they always seem to have your number. They always seem to know what you're going to do and have a defense for it. And I can tell you that in my experience, I have fought this particular opponent more than anyone else. And it's not Ike, and it's not Matt, and it's not Rob or Bowie. It's fear. The opponent is fear. You know, when we think about fear in terms of our training in combat sports, that's not something we really like to admit, because with fear comes apprehension. With apprehension maybe comes the admission that we're scared or we're hesitant or we're concerned. And I want to submit to you today that fear is the concern of what could happen. Fear does not find itself in the present reality. Fear is manifest and shown and demonstrated in a lot of different ways, but fear has with it a future orientation. Fear has with it this understanding of we're not sure of what's going to happen. Or we think we know what's going to happen and we don't like the outcome. So as we roll, as we spar, as we train, we recognize that this fear holds us back. We try to build boundaries and we try to build systems around our lives and around the time that we have to make sure that whatever it is, isn't going to happen. But what I'll tell you today is that fear not only is going to hold you back, but that fear is not going to allow you to continue to grow and to continue to mature. Our spiritual bridge over to this idea of fear is that we recognize that fear is that force, that power, that lie, that belief that will keep us from becoming who we are called to be. You know, time and time again throughout the Bible, we are told, do not fear. Do not be afraid. Over 365 times, the term do not be afraid is found in the Bible. That's important to note because that's like one do not fear for every single day of the year and then start over. The Bible knows the very things that we're going to deal with the most, and for the Bible to have that many references to do not be afraid has to be important to our spiritual defense. Because as we defend ourselves against fear, we replace it with faith. Faith is the belief that it's going to be okay. Faith is the belief that dread is going to turn into, instead, the challenge and the victory of the goals that we are seeking. Faith says that where we cannot, God can. Faith says that where we feel weak, He is strong. Faith says that even when we can't see the plan, He has the plan and He's walking us through it. So today and this week, as you take this application, recognize that there are so many things in our world designed to conjure up fear. So many things designed to place fear within us of what might happen if this happens or if that happens. And instead, what I want to invite you to do is to replace that fear with faith. Over the next couple weeks, we're going to be talking about some different aspects of fear, some different aspects of faith. And I hope that you'll join me. I really appreciate you clicking on this. I hope that this has given you just the beginning of a framework to face fear, to fight fear, to disarm and defeat fear in your life and find the life that God has for you and live in it victoriously. Again, I appreciate so much you guys taking the time to watch this. If you have questions, if you need anything, my email is listed below. I would love to talk to you. I also run a blog called Spiritual Defense. If you'd like to read that or subscribe to that, you can hit me up on Facebook and I'll get you all the links you need. Thank you again so much for this time. I look forward to seeing you soon. Hang in there, keep training, keep believing, keep working. God bless you guys. Have a great weekend.